To join or not join Canada was an argument that you would have heard in Newfoundland and Labrador from 1864 to 1949. Yes, 1949. That is the year that Newfoundland and Labrador officially joined Canada as a province. So what was the point of all the debate? Why did Newfoundland and Labrador join Canada so late? Make sure you subscribe and let's get right into it. Let's start in 1869. It's been 2 years since the Canadian Confederation was established. There's this first debate in Newfoundland to join Canada. You see, there were two major political forces, each fighting for opposite sides. There was the pro-Confederation and anti-Confederate. After the referendum, though, was all set and done, Newfoundlanders decided to reject the idea of a political union with Canada, preferring to focus on themselves and improving their economy. You can see that this was kind of a new trend. Calling someone a Confederate nearly became a slur, and many politicians utilized their anti-Confederate attitude to win votes, going on about why Newfoundland and Labrador should remain independent. In the 1930s, though, things were looking dismal. Newfoundland was heavily struck by the Great Depression, with total exports decreasing from 40 million in 1923 to 23 million in 1933. During the winter of 1933, it was estimated that a quarter of the population relied on the government for necessities such as tea, flour, and pork. But the government wasn't in much of a better position compared to the general population. In the same year, 65% of government revenues were sent to pay off debt interest. Total debt actually reached $98.5 million in the same year. During World War II, prosperity returned to Newfoundland, with huge loans now available with virtually no interest from Britain, and they happily sent their soldiers to fight for British forces. Military personnel from the US and Canada would also be stationed in Newfoundland and Labrador, with a peak of 10,900 people in 1943. And for most who were living in the Dominion, their new country had become self-supporting. Nonetheless, Canada became to understand the importance of Newfoundland, with interest initially arising from strategic worries surrounding national defense to the necessity to secure future basing rights. Furthermore, Labrador is rich in natural resources, which didn't seem like a bad deal for Canada. However, these interests remained, well, exactly that. You see, Canada had no formal policy towards Newfoundland, other than one prime minister called Mackenzie King stated in 1943 that Newfoundlanders may be annexed if they so desired, but they had to make this apparent. You see, at the time, Canada viewed Newfoundland in a kind of condescending manner. They believed the territory was too little to remain independent and it would eventually fall into Canada's lap. But after rejecting the previous plan in 1869, Newfoundlanders appeared determined to remain independent. Things, though, would change in 1946, when an elected national convention was formed to consider the country's political future. A referendum was then held, and this time the pro-Confederation government triumphed in a two-round vote. In the first round, responsible government received the most votes with 44.6%, while Confederation received 41.1%. In the second round of voting, with a third option, which isn't really relevant to the story, was now out of the way, it all came down to this. Confederation won by 52.34%, and on March 31st, 1949, Newfoundland and Labrador would become Canada's 10th province. Newfoundlanders were proud of their country, and many of them felt like they could remain independent. So in their view, why would they have joined Canada any earlier? What do you think? Let me know down in the comments, and if you've enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Also, in the comments, let me know what you'd like to see next. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.